I'm Vanessa Hanson with Leadership Cayman Class of 2022, and we are raising funds today for Boys to Men. We will not get out of the Chamber of Commerce until we reach $25,000. And look at the young lad who's come to give us money. Yay! Thank you! Woo! I am going to hand over to my classmate, Jody Ann, who's going to talk to Seaford Russell, who is now a director of Boys to Men, but he was previously a participant in the program, and it changed his life. Let's let him tell it. Jody Ann?
Awesome. So I got to know a little bit about Seaford. Did you know Boyz II Men was formed almost 11 years ago? And he was one of the founders. Can I get a woohoo? So let's get to hearing the man who stole our heart that one night when he told us about his testimony and his foundation. Seaford, tell us your testimony.
I don't know where to start, but like you said, I started the program 11 years ago. I was there with two other young men. Two of those young men are currently in jail, which is what we don't want in the program. Obviously, we were trying to steer the boys away from that path. Sometimes they get away from us, but if we can even get one or two or three, that's gonna contribute to society in a better way. That's our aim. So I was one of those young men, and I got into a lot of fights in school. I didn't just fight students. I fought teachers, securities, everybody really. I was very angry. I came to school very angry. I experienced a lot of difficulties at home, and I know that's a very cliche thing to say, and sure enough, everybody has their own struggles at home. It doesn't matter where you are in life financially, or no matter your circumstances, we all have our struggles. But the type of struggles that I faced was more so of seeing drugs from an early age, being arrested at 11 years old, having police come through my door at 2 a.m. in the morning with dogs jumping on our bed. And then I went to school that same morning angry, lost my brother and my father in back-to-back years. I can go on and on about some of the things that I experienced as a young boy, and I went to school angry. And Sir Murray, Christopher Murray, the founder of the program, he took me under his wing. I know he doesn't age much. I always tell him that he looks the same as he did 11 years ago. But he took me under his wing, and he was always that person that, when everybody said, suspend him. I remember a teacher, once I overheard a teacher say, just suspend him. Just get him out of school. And he was like, no, send him to me. And that's the same energy that Christopher has taken over the years that the Boys to Men program has developed. We are trying not to treat these young men like outcasts based on their upbringing. And it's so easy for us to look at young people who come from poor backgrounds and just write them off and say that, this person won't be anywhere in the next couple of years, or walk past them and never give them a grain of advice. But sometimes they need someone to speak to. They don't have fathers in their life, a lot of them. They don't have good role models around them. When I was growing up, I didn't want to, I won't say that, but I felt that because of where I came from, the only way that I would gain respect is by physically beating up people. Because I didn't have nice clothes to wear to school like the other kids, or nice shoes to wear. I didn't have lunch money. They always had it better than me. So the only way that I got respect was getting in fights and not being teased and all this other stuff. And a lot of these kids, they're coming from environments where their parents can't afford some of these things, and they put them through a lot of difficult times in life, and it's a reflection in school, and they get suspended. And again, I can't emphasize enough that the Boys to Men program is to try and show them that there is another way in life, and no matter where you come from, no matter how much hardship you go through, if you just hang on, a little bit, there will be someone to come and take your hand and help you out of the gutter that you're in as kids. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Awesome. So, parents, grandparents, you're out there, you're donating to this program. There is hope. If you have a young child, you just heard a testimony, he can become great. Tell us about being a director for the past 2020. You've been a director of Boys to Men. Tell us about that experience and how this has helped you.
Absolutely. I started volunteering for the program probably in 2018. Just came back. I heard that Mr. Murray was still doing his thing, and I wanted to give back in any way that I could, and speak to the young men who felt like there was no one there to relate to them. 'Cause a lot of times, young boys that are going through these experiences, they really don't want to hear from someone who hasn't experienced what they have, because it's like, well, you don't know what I'm going through. And I felt that if I can come back and shed some light in that regards, in saying, I've been where you are. Some of them have been in worse situations than me, as crazy as that sounds, and some of them hadn't. But if I can be the person to say, hey, I was there and this is where I am now, and I want you to take that same path. I want to take you out of that situation. Here's what you need to do to get to a better place. That's one of the most passionate things. I'm just so passionate about it. It's an incredible feeling to hear young men say that, you helped me, and yeah, I said this the other day on the radio. I am a journalist. I've been a journalist now for the past 5 years, but if I can put my full attention on giving back to these young boys, that is what I would do, because it is where my passion lies.
Awesome. Give it up for Seabird. Woo! So, ladies and gentlemen, let's help Boys to Men raise these funds as we are at Chamber of Commerce. Vanessa.
So, Jody Ann, shall we go check in with some of our classmates and see how things are going?
Of course, we are pumping with music. Let's go.
All right. Oh, music. All right, we got to keep the music at a certain level. We're going to check in on our corporate sponsors. So we've had Davenport Development, CUC, Barnes Bus, Carn, Cayman Spirits Company, and Island Taste all come in as corporate sponsors. I've got a few shout-outs as well. Sorry, my papers are everywhere. Hang on. Some individual shout-outs. We've got Marcia Ebanks, Alice Ebanks, Peter Lansden, and Kenwin Walcott. Thank you so much for giving. And Jody Ann, what do we say to our friends and family and people watching at home?
Answer your phone. Answer those texts. We are here to get your money to help Boys to Men.
All right. We also don't get lunch until we reach $10,000. So please help us. Lunch at $10,000. Look at that. We're going to take a break. We'll be back at the 11 o'clock hour. We'll see you then.